Right, I just wanted to explain how I stay organised personally. Um, I did this before the lockdown and I still do it now, although obviously there's not the appointments there or the place to be or the visiting or anything like that. So I will go through some of the pieces. Do excuse the washing machine in the background. Couple of things of point of call to start with is I always obviously check my planner. The planner, and this is the family calendar. This actually stays on a hook in the kitchen so that anybody in the family that's got somewhere to be or an appointment or something's cropped up, I say to them, please put it on the family calendar so I know it's down somewhere. Then if it actually affects me in any way, then it will go into the planner as well, or if it's somewhere where everybody has to be. But first point of call is actually the family calendar. I do take into account my planner, as I said. This is actually one of the main items I do use. And so everything goes down in here, like if I've got a specific video I want to upload on YouTube or to film, that will go in here. Anytime we're away, appointments, places I need to be, if I'm visiting. Okay, a lot of that is not actually in the cards at the moment, but that's the sort of thing, and I am still keeping a planner. And I'm still keeping busy, and I'm trying to keep on top of everything, doing a bit each day, every day, just keeps me grounded. As I keep saying, my 30 minutes tidy up, my 10 item pick up, one lot of laundry per day, just helps. And then on top of that, maybe if not once a day, every couple of days, do something that you've put off, especially as you're not able to go out like you normally do, things like that, just to keep on top of everything. Underneath is the desk planner. This is one of those that I've got, and I've used a number of these from Poundland, and it's just got this like antique goldy rim and the marble effect. I do love these. I think I'm on my last one actually now, so I might just have to see if they've got some more of these. And this comes in handy, specifically if there's a lot going on in a week, or if we've got some family get together coming up, like a party or whatever, or if we're due to go away. This is when this mainly comes into effect, because I leave this on our breakfast bar so other members can jot down on here what needs to be done, especially like the day before or on the day we are leaving. Especially, it depends if we're all three of us are going or just me and hubby. I mean, not so much if our son Daniel is staying at home, but if he's coming, there's things like making sure all the windows are locked, security system, and turn the water off, all those sort of things. And we always just have a tick list. I presume everybody's like this, especially if you're going any certain distance. Like if we're going like 300 miles or over 300 miles to Cornwall, it's not just a matter of a 5-minute back, especially if we're taking the caravan. So yeah, so that sort of thing. So this comes out a lot of the time. As I said, anything, a week, particular week when there's a lot to be done, when there's a family get together or party, or if we're going away, that comes in handy as well. So there's that. So that's a few things. Obviously I'm filming at the moment with it, but there's my phone. I tend to have my wish list on there specifically, and notes. What I do might be a little bit silly as well. If I've got paperwork come through, say appointments from the hospital, very often I will copy them onto my phone as well. So I've got all the information, the times, the dates and all that sort of thing, because I don't tend to actually carry a diary or anything around with me. I do take my planner for away any length of time, but I do take pictures of places, appointments I need to be, and that sort of thing, with the dates, times, and sometimes directions. This is something I get prepared during the week when shopping. Now this is coming more handy now than it ever has done. This is a fresh out list. What I remember, I think, again, this might be something I might be on my last one. I'm sure I got these from Poundland. It's got all these sections: fruit, dairy chilled, drinks, vegetables, meat and fish, food cupboard, pasta, rice, frozen, bakery, pet, that doesn't actually affect us, household and cleaning, toiletries, and also. And this is very handy now because it's not as though I can actually just pop out anywhere, or as I used to go up to our, the Tesco's Supercentre, maybe sometimes 3 times a week, maybe more, especially if I've got appointments or I've got to go to the chemist or anything. But being as I haven't been able to get out, or I can't get out as frequently, it's a matter of hubby or my son doing my food shop, or sometimes doing errands. So it's nice to have everything written down as soon as something's ran out of, because it's not a matter of just being able to you know, sort of go out the home as such. And this way stops any you know, sort of backwards and forwards as well. And I also say to family members now, it's more, you know, stricter now that you write anything down that we run out of, especially if it's something personally like sugar, that I don't use that often unless I'm doing baking. Being diabetic, I don't tend to have sugar and things like that, although I try and keep an eye out on my little mini pantry and things like that. But it's also better for other family members that are pretty good, and they do write on here what we need. Food shop was done yesterday, means it was Sunday, so usually Sunday would have been a time to check the planner, the calendar, the planner, and that way and had my food shop done. Then that way I use this is my little mini blackboard. This was a Poundland one this week, all the days of the week, and this is where I just jot down in chalk what's on the menus for the week. But as I say, you know, going through all these usually tells me, again, mostly before the lockdown, if I had an appointment or was going to be out any length of time, I can judge the meal to what time I had to prepare it, or how long I was out of the home. So as I said, quite a few things, but I do find this very helpful. It keeps my stress levels down, and if I'm organised, or as organised as I can be, this helps. So as I said, some things that might obviously you might consider. I think most people do tend to have a calendar, and a lot of people do have the family calendar, so it's got all the different segments for the different members of the family. Weekly planner, as I said, very often that's behind on my desk, or it's on the breakfast bar. I confer regularly with my planner, especially on a Sunday for the following week. And as you go through that week, write down, I mean, it doesn't have to be anything flashy like this. It can be just a shopping list, as I'm sure most people do that. And just make sure, obviously, family members are reminded to use it, and make sure things go down. In my home, it's usually, if it's not put on the list and it's not purchased, do not blame me. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, especially like shaving gel and everything. Although very often I do keep a stock of certain items like that. So that, and then the final items are said on a Sunday or a Monday morning when everybody's left for work. I then do the menus for the week on here from what has been shopped. Shopping day is actually changed. I used to have shopping delivered by Iceland on a Thursday Friday sometimes, but mostly on a Thursday. Obviously delivery slots have gone out, and with hubby and my son working 6 days a week, Sunday's been now the day that the food shop is now done. So I don't know if that's helped any little bit. As I said, you can still get organised while you're still at home, while you're on lockdown. It still helps, and to get a little bit done each day.